with small paws and big purpose.
That's how turtles fly. You sweet girl.
Every great partnership begins with the first step,
Yeah, let's go.
guiding them through the world so one day they can guide someone through life. With shared experience, confidence grows, and the path becomes clear. It takes time, patience, and love. But the reward lasts a lifetime.
Good girl, Dad.
You don't just raise a puppy. You raise a future. Become a Dogs Inc. puppy raiser. Give a dog a purpose. Give someone hope.
Learn more at dogsinc.org.
You've had a long, hard day of consuming football.
Football is all I got.
And as we all know, the only way to prevent a hangover is to have another round.
Don't it feel good when your crowd behind you? You know what I'm saying? Let's give them something to cheer for now.
It's Fan College Football Game Night. Early game scores and recaps, along with previews of the big night games.
Sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. From sump pumps and water heaters to full-service heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks and Header tackle it all.
You feel that? We've arrived.
On. Yes, I feel that. Oh, I said on first. I started
great
talking.
start for Michigan week because it's
Dude.
here, friends. Reeser, Tito, Reimer till 7:30 tonight. I'm already starting to shake.
Listen.
And it's nerves. It is understandable nervousness with what is to come. Now less than a week from today.
Reese.
Uh-huh.
There's an outside chance
What?
I will weep tonight.
Tonight?
Yes. Dude, look, Michigan week has started. I cannot tell you how emotional I get about Michigan week.
It is understandable. Don't cry or don't admit that you cry.
I have no problem.
Real
I'm
men don't
comfortable.
cry. That off.
Whoa.
Do not do it.
I'm telling you, Reese, it's Michigan week.
Why do you sound like you're about to pass something?
Because
It doesn't sound
Reese, I'm
emotional. That
telling
just
you,
sounds painful.
It's emotional. It's physical. It's the people in the chat. I'm going to get in the chat shortly here. They know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were just about to start weeping there.
Listen, I'm going to tell you now, this right for you, Reimer. This is like Carolina Duke. But
Yes,
times
this
100.
is not Carolina Duke.
Times 100.
Yeah,
Times
there's
100.
nothing like this in sport.
I know.
I'm not going to do
When
it.
you ask 10 people, any 10 people all over the country, the sports rivalry of sports rivalries, what's on their Mount Rushmore, or what's their top 10 sports rivalries, 9 of 10 have Ohio State at one or at least part of that Mount Rushmore. This is a rivalry that's meant more to a singular sport, Ohio State and Michigan, than almost every other rivalry in North American sport. I'm not ready to go to European soccer because I don't have enough knowledge of it. But this right here, next Saturday, high noon from the Big House, means everything to this Ohio State season. When the Buckeyes won the national championship back in January, everything turned to Texas with the caveat, yeah, but you also have to beat Michigan. What happened on August 30th mattered, but, and when you have to add the but to it, did it matter?
Okay.
Not like this.
Reese, we didn't talk off the air about this. So I had a moment with Tyvis on Friday.
Okay.
Where I cannot begin to tell you how much my foot went into my mouth.
I mean, at this point, I think you're used to it, so I don't know why it's sort of uncomfortable
This was
place
next
for
level.
you.
This was next level.
Okay.
Foot in my mouth.
Please explain.
No, we'll talk about it off the air. But I'm saying, though.
No, we can't do that.
Well, I can't just
That's
say
the worst thing. Like,
okay.
we'll get it in the break.
Right.
How are you going to tee that up?
Okay.
And then
How much do both of you know about Tyvis's personal life?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot.
not as much as you guys, but
I
still
worked
a
with
good
him
amount.
for 3 years.
Okay. On Friday.
There's one thing I know you cannot bring up.
His dad?
No.
What?
You can bring up his dad. But
The first pitch?
Just go. Go
Okay.
with your story.
Bones' parents were here on Friday.
Yeah, dropping off donuts.
Right, dropped off donuts. And we're sitting there, and I turned to Tyvis, and I said, I didn't know it was for your parents' day. When are your parents coming in? He said, what do you mean? I said, when's your dad coming in? He said,
his dad's not in the country.
My dad's deported. I said, what are you dad's deported? He said, my dad was deported to Jamaica. I said, we deported? When? And he said a long time ago.
Did you ask him what he meant by deported? I don't know if there's any other
I said, way
to explain that.
Wait, people get deported a lot now.
I understand that, but why would you ask him a follow-up? Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if his dad is Jose Pal. I'm not sure. So he said his dad's deported.
Where are we going with this?
And I'm like, your dad's deported? He said, yeah. I said, why? He said, he tried to kill my mom. And I'm like, what? He got deported. He tried to kill my mom. Now I feel like a jerk. I feel like a jerk most of the time, but this time specifically. I'm like, what do you mean? He said, yeah.
You're the only person that could turn morning donuts into trauma. Like a traumatic experience. Only Jeff Thedoff.
I blame
could
Tyvis
make
for
this. Like an awkward.
It was Tyvis' fault. Tyvis should have lied. It just said, my dad's not in the
Tyvis,
picture.
I don't think's ever told a lie.
All Tyvis had to say is, my dad's not in the picture. That's all he had to say. His dad got deported when Tyvis was 3.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, you knew that already?
I did.
Okay, God, I didn't know it. Would have been good to know, but that's fine. We can work on a communication. Nonetheless, it comes out that way, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh. And then I'm like, stepdad? And so then it just got it went all sideways after that. I felt bad saying anything else. But all I said was, when's your dad coming in? And it turned into that.
All right, so the biggest question for Ohio State
fans. Here's where I went. Wait, Reese, wait, here's where
I want to get out of this bad right now.
No. I'm saying this at a time.
This is a
Do you have memories with your dad about Ohio State, Michigan?
Yes.
Thank you.
My senior year of high school, we went up to the big house and watched Vernon Golston live in the Wolverines backfields. This was the 2007 game.
Was your dad here on a temporary visa, or was he here as a citizen?
So went to Centennial High School. That's how Columbus that man is.
There we go. All right. So, okay.
So the only
conversation.
I guess there are 2 questions lingering from Ohio State's win over Rutgers. No, I've got 2.
Okay.
Are Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate playing next week against the Wolverines? Because you saw an offense today that there's cause for concern if that's the offense that's going to go out there against Michigan.
Yes.
Now, the Wolverines defense is not as good as it was last year, but I don't necessarily think either team is going to look at how these teams have changed over a year, how these teams have currently done in this year, with Ohio State now getting that 11th win on the season, going up to Ann Arbor unblemished, and thinking anything of that. Because this is just a game where I think both coaches want to go into it 0-0.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
And make this not necessarily about what that's been done. Even for Michigan, I think Sharon Moore's message becomes, it doesn't matter that we haven't lost to this school since 2019. I think for Ryan, you can't necessarily say this, but it doesn't matter what happened last year in the Ohio State-Michigan game. This game has to be about us, and this game has to be about doing your job. And that was the theme from today against Rutgers. And a lot of players that are really young and that still have a lot of growing to do did not do their job at a high enough level to make Ohio State fans come out of that and say, boy, that was a great showing. It was good. It was good against Rutgers today. That will not, in my opinion, be enough to beat Michigan.
If the name wasn't Michigan, though, next week, how would you feel if a team that had all the things Michigan's got has Michigan players but a different uniform and it's not Michigan? Would you feel differently?
Confident? No.
You feel confident?
I'd feel confident, yes.
Me too.
To answer your question. But but we can't say that because it is.
I know.
And I think regardless of what this team wants to tell you, for Ohio State, for Ryan Day, the past few weeks they've probably been seeing winged helmets. They haven't really been seeing UCLA in that gold helmet. They haven't. Today against Rutgers, it was lethargic coming out. It looked like the team wasn't all that focused. Now, I hope, and from what I've seen this year, I have confidence that they will come out much sharper next week in Ann Arbor, much more focused next week in Ann Arbor, because a lot of the players right after the game talked about how now it turns. Now this becomes Michigan week, something that nobody on this team's done. defeat that team up north.
I've never had it confirmed, but I've heard the rumors that when the game before Michigan, Urban Meyer always wanted a noon kick because he wanted that extra time to prep for Michigan. Like, he didn't want a 3:30, didn't want a night game. He would always say, I want a noon kick the week before Michigan because I want that extra 3.5 hours to prep to get ready for Michigan. I hope that's true. It might not be. If it's not true, don't tell me it's not. I don't want to hear that because that would ruin, like, Tooth Fairy stuff for me. I'm telling you, I hope that that's true.
Tito, to your point about, like, the helmets shouldn't matter, we had this conversation literally last year when Ohio State beat the brakes off a top 5 Indiana team the week before the Michigan game. And it's going into the Michigan game, it's like the helmet shouldn't matter whether it's a top 5 matchup or an unranked matchup, what it was last year. It's exactly that.
It shouldn't. I understand why it does. And I will tell you, this next week, I will sleep less than I do any other week of the year.
Well, you can watch college basketball games then because it's feast week.
Okay, God. Yeah, there's all this tournament. So we usually have Tyler Danberg on the show, but he's headed to the Bahamas because the Ohio State women's basketball team is playing in the Baha Mar tournament, if I have that correct.
Is that why we had Dom on the sidelines today? Then?
That's why Dom was roaming the sidelines, yes.
Did we get confirmation? Did Tyler ever talk to him about critique? And
I don't think he ever gave him critiques.
That's okay. That's fine.
That could come, I think, maybe this upcoming week. Yeah. So the women's basketball team plays Belmont in the Baha Mar Pink Flamingo Championship. That's in Nassau.
It's in a hotel ballroom.
Tyler's hopefully got all his paperwork together and is passing through customs shortly. But he will not.
I don't even know if he has a driver's license
tonight. Well, that would make it difficult, I think, then to get your passport.
He's a young kid.
But he'll be on with us next week.
He's going to show his student ID when he goes through.
The Buck ID, you think might get it?
It might have that then. That's fine.
But he'll be on with us next week because he will be roaming the sidelines in Ann Arbor next Saturday.
So we don't have Tyler tonight?
No Tyler tonight, but Tyler next week.
Do we have Dom tonight?
You can go get him.
Well, I'm just saying, like, do we have like a sideline reporter tonight?
We do not. It's you and me and Jacob Reimer till 7:30.
It's a big ask.
It's not as big of an ask as what about Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith? You'll hear from some Ohio State players following today's win over Rutgers that may or may not give you a clarification on their status for next week.
Hey, by the way, breaking news, it won't.
It's College Game Night on The Fan.
Big Voice Guy here to remind you that you're listening to The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Okay, thanks. I have 3 more seconds. Bye-bye.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hit a home run for happy hour and ask your Twin Peaks girl about local specials on drafts, cocktails, shots, and more.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Styles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Ends 12/31/25. Visit website for details.
Our clients deserve for us to care, and they deserve to feel serviced. They have questions, and they deserve answers. We're counselors first because I'm not selling them anything. I'm trying to teach clients how to protect themselves. At Curtis & Associates, we're personal injury attorneys. We've helped and continue to help hundreds and hundreds of clients every year. That's important to us. If you've been injured in an accident and it's not your fault, call now. 614-GOT-HURT. That's 614-GOT-HURT. Curtis & Associates. Attorneys who care.
Get Eco.
Aaron, an HVAC system is exactly like a car. Except for it doesn't have tires, brakes, turn signal, a steering wheel, or a speedometer. Yeah, but other than that, they're exactly alike.
Get Eco.
Why do we change the oil on a car? So it works better and lives longer. Why do we do regular maintenance on an air conditioning system? So it works better and lives longer. Okay, now I see your point. We replace tires and brakes to keep everyone safe, and we inspect furnaces to keep everyone safe.
Get Eco.
But you cannot get EcoFi Advantage for your car. For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all 3 systems: plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
Go to geteco.com and scroll down the page to where it says EcoFi Advantage. And make sure you watch the video of Aaron and me. I don't think you're in that video, Jerry.
Get Eco.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Start your morning knowing anything is possible, because if these guys are hosting a radio show, imagine the possibilities. T-Bone and Tyvis.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
Your home for football, food, and fun.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. During the week of Thanksgiving, November 23rd through the 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/aboutmeijer/community.html.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
The Ohio Lottery's Powerball jackpot has soared to at least $629 million. That's $629 million. Imagine what you could do with a win that big. With drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Powerball jackpots grow faster, and they're bigger than ever. Play today. It's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions of prizes, scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hey, it's Anthony for Orthopedic One. I'm not invincible anymore. I never was, but I refuse to punt on things I still love to do. That's why over the past several years, when I've had things creep up, like back pain, shoulder issue, elbow problem, I've had it all, I've always chosen Orthopedic One. That's because Orthopedic One is Ohio's largest physician-owned orthopedic practice with 60 physicians in every specialty. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
Enjoy all the football this weekend, but remember to join us for Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan. This is Fan College Football Game Night, your home of all things football.
All you boys think about is football.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Reeser Tito Reimer rolling along with you until 7:30 this evening. In case you're wondering, right now, number 7 Oregon leads number 15 USC 28-14. That game's at the half in Eugene. Lincoln Riley doing his best to affirm everybody that says they can't win the big one. Tito, in my opinion, winner of USC Oregon, which right now looks to be the Ducks, is that 3rd Big Ten team in the college football playoff. Both still need help if they want to appear in the Big Ten championship, but I think Big Ten's getting in 3. I've maintained that since the beginning of the season. It's either USC or Oregon.
I think if USC wins, Oregon still gets in. If Oregon wins, takes care of business next week. Sure. I think that there's still, if USC is the only chance for a 4th Big Ten team, in my opinion. And if USC wins, they have a chance to be the 4th team. I think Oregon's going to be in no matter what with 2 losses. If they have a 2-loss Oregon team, I think they get in.
And they've reached halftime in College Park. Michigan leads Maryland 21-10. The Wolverines will probably be without Justice Haynes next week.
Yep.
But they were without Colston Loveland last year. And they were without one of their best corners, I believe, as well. And the thing didn't matter because Michigan got the win. And I want to thank everybody for jumping in the YouTube chat with us and everybody for giving us some of your time as we have now officially walked into Michigan week. This from James. There's absolutely nothing to be worried about. This team is focused day in and day out. Go Bucks. And boy, I wish I was as confident because I don't feel it right now.
I will tell you now. I know who James is.
Uh-huh.
He is absolutely. He is on. He's finger on the pulse of this stuff. Like Buckeye Frank's what I call him because his name is Frank, but he's James. Yes, he is. He knows what he's talking about, and I agree with him. And James is Frank is such a guy. He's like he is very much he knows the parents of players. Like he's very much embedded in the program.
Oh.
And so Buckeye Frank knows what he's talking about. I agree with him.
This has me enthused because he also says Carnell and Jeremiah will play next week.
Yes. And by the way, on Friday, he put out on our chat in the Morning Juice that they will not play this week. He said, no, they won't play this week. And a lot of people thought, wait, I think Jeremiah might play.
It was to be expected, I think. If you listen to if you listen to at any point this week, Ryan Day talk about those guys. He said the same thing. Yeah. Monday, he said the same. Well, he said the same thing post UCLA. He said the same thing Tuesday. He said the same thing Thursday with Paul and Jim. And here was him after today's Ohio State 42-9 win over Rutgers about Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I'll say really is that, they are day to day and, the staff and those guys are working really hard, to get ready to play next week.
Over here to the left, Joe.
That's all you're going to get from him.
He's not going to say it. I don't blame him.
So it does offer opportunity.
Yes.
Right, for other guys to step up. And you get a senior like David Adolph who gets to start. Most of Julian's targets today, I think, went to tight ends. You had Jelani Thurman. You had a day on Max Clare, 7 receptions, 105 yards. They didn't look for Mylan Graham until the third quarter.
Right.
That was, it sounds to me like he's in the doghouse from a comment Ryan made post-game. Quote, he played a little bit, and just when he gets in there, we want him to be consistent and do his job. And we're challenging him to do that and step up in a big way. The more he does that, the more he builds trust, the more opportunities he'll get. Do your job was a similar line he threw at Bo Jackson after Bo had that fumble in Ohio State's first drive of the game. So the opportunity's there, but you have to step up and make plays. But here's Brandon Inniss, who also had, I think, a wonderful touchdown grab.
Yeah.
There's the chemistry with a lot of these guys outside of Max Clare isn't there because it's been mostly 4 and 17. But for Brandon Inniss, you make the most of the opportunities that you get. Inniss just 2 catches, though, 10 yards, but he had that beautiful touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Here's Inniss after the game talking about Carnell and Jeremiah.
For sure. I mean, you got to make a play when your number's called, and that's what I've been trained to do, and them guys will be back.
So at the end of it, you kind of get it. Them guys will be back. And I do think most of us, you'll get Jeremiah Smith, you'll get Carnell Tate back against Michigan.
Right, and I think if this was Michigan week, they would have played.
I do too. Same thing against Purdue with Carnell.
Yeah,
Same thing against UCLA.
Yep. I think that there would be a different situation if this was Michigan week. And it used to be, Reese, look, you had Michigan and then you had a bowl game. It's the way it used to be. That was it. Now you've got Michigan. You've got Big Ten championship game. You've got maybe 3 more games after that.
Yep.
It's a longer season. It would mean a hell of a lot more to play this week if there wasn't all of that. And so, there's another 5 games. It's not 2 games. It's 5 more games. I'm fine. Look, if they would have sat saying, I would not have been upset. I know. But I'm just saying,
I don't think I would have been either.
Keenholz could have won this game.
Yes, I think so. Because even with a not great day by your offensive line, which at a lot of times had substitutions, I think they found their best 5, but I think they're giving other guys opportunities. And you have to. With some of these games, it's a 42-9 win. Congratulations, everybody who had Ohio State minus the 32.5.
Right.
You cash thanks to James Peoples. I think you give all of these younger guys opportunities. You see Lorenzo Styles go down, so Devin Sanchez gets to step in. And those opportunities are going to be so important for next season that this is the time to do it. Because next week against Michigan, like you said, and then the games of the college football playoff, you're not getting it.
If Keenholz starts and plays, it might be 28-10.
Yeah.
28-9, I'm sorry. Whatever. But it might be a different score. They'd still win. I wouldn't be concerned.
No. And that's the kind of thing that a 5-5 Rutgers presents. One of the things that I had heard before Ohio State put the boots to the Scarlet Knights was about adversity. And can Ohio State handle a situation or handle a dogfight in the fourth quarter? I'm going to push back a little bit against that coming up next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
Starting Monday, it's rivalry week. We call it that because the Buckeyes play a very annoying team from Michigan. Clever.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers.
The Fan.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, is it true?
What's that?
Tire Discounters is offering up to $200 off sets of Goodyear tires?
Absolutely.
Plus free alignment and a full synthetic oil change?
You got it.
I'm not one to exaggerate, but that may be the best deal in the history of the world.
But free would be better.
Mike, don't toy with me.
Through the holidays, every day we're open, someone will get their money back on 4 tires.
But I...
Just breathe, Phantom. Breathe.
No purchase necessary. Install 3125. Visit website for details.
All month long at Twin Peaks, celebrate National Dessert Month with sweet endings like our Cinnamon Toast Crunch Cheesecake topped with rum chata sauce, or the Twin Peaks Sundae with a warm Ghirardelli brownie. Pair it with a Screwball peanut butter whiskey for the ultimate game day finish. Twin Peaks Eats, Drinks, Scenic Views.
Do you know what employees say is their #1 perk at work? Extra PTO? Nope. Gym memberships? Guess again. It's free lunch. And what's the best way to order food for work? Easy Cater, a food tool built for the modern workplace. With online ordering from a huge variety of restaurants for any group size, tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget, employee meal programs, and more. All on one platform. So perk up your workplace with Easy Cater. Order now at easycater.com.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. This is the Fan's Game Day Scoreboard.
This Game Day update is sponsored by Mutual Federal, proudly serving Columbus with personal and business solutions at mutualfederal.com.
Good evening. I'm Jacob Reimer. The Ohio State football team can officially turn their attention to the game as the top-ranked Buckeyes handled Rutgers this afternoon, 42-9. Julian Sain with an easy day of 157 yards passing and tossed 2 touchdowns. Max Clare was the leading receiver today with 7 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown. The Buckeyes are in Ann Arbor next week at noon. Live in college football at the half, number 7 Oregon leads 15th ranked USC 28-14. That team up north is up 21-10 on Maryland, just starting the third in College Park. Number 17 Texas leads Arkansas 31-20 in the third, and number 9 Notre Dame is rolling Syracuse 56-0 heading into the fourth quarter. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
This is Fan College Football Game Night. Scores, recaps, and hot takes.
Damn, I love football.
Hot. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Happy Michigan week, everybody. Reeser, Tito, you heard Jacob Reimer there in the update.
Mediocre update.
I was a 10 out of 10 update.
No, it wasn't. He will tell you himself it was a 4.
He got out on time.
That's fine. It was a 4.
You got all the information you needed.
Not all of it.
You're not the update guru here.
By the way, you don't want me doing updates ever again.
Let's see you do it live.
No, wait. I've done it live. I don't need to anymore.
I can play the music for you.
Listen, you put hitting. I'll do the next one.
You do the 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock?
All right. You got the update at 7 o'clock.
I'm going to start doing the script right now while we're talking.
Well, just,
No, we'll do our talking.
Wait till the break.
I got it. No, we'll do our talking.
Okay, while you write your award-eligible update for 7 o'clock, I'm going to go to the YouTube chat and appreciate everybody chiming in this evening. Polo C says that he would be concerned if Lincoln has to play. So you saw a lot of keyholes today, and I do think you saw why Julian Sain won the starting quarterback job. But you also saw a lot of good from Lincoln in situations where if you want to throw a wrinkle at a team like Michigan, at a team like Indiana, at a team that you'll see in the college football playoff, and there's a chance if you see keyholes come out, they can throw a lot of different things at you because he can offer athleticism that Julian can't.
Yeah.
Although I've seen in situations, Julian makes some pretty spectacular plays with his legs.
He does, yes.
I do think games like this, games like UCLA, games like Purdue, are times where Ohio State comes out and says, at any point we could change up the quarterback on you and really make life difficult for you.
I like the fact that they've shown that with Lincoln.
But I also don't love in drives, you pull your you pull Julian in favor of Lincoln for if there's a drive that you're trying to get Julian in sync with receivers that he hasn't had a lot of time with, let's just keep Julian in for the drive. So there's a fine line you have to walk there.
On the broadcast, Joel Klatt had mentioned this is good of Ohio State getting that film on Lincoln out there instead of just thinking that he's going to be coming in and just be a run package guy, which he most likely I think will be if he is thrown out there. But you're also showing that he can do more than just run.
Who said that?
Klatt said that.
Joel Klatt did.
On the broadcast.
And also, Gus asked...
the TV broadcast.
Yes,
I'm sorry. I listened to the fan. I'm sorry. I listened to the fan. I listened to Keels. And that's fine. I'm a company man.
I will say today, I listened more on the fan than I did the actual broadcast.
Doesn't sound like you did. That's okay.
I will say this, Thidoff, nobody's ever thought of you as the consummate company man.
That's fine. Hey, I am, by the way...
Top Tegna man.
I will tell you right now.
Tito.
I am WIIFM. You know what that means? What's in it for me?
Yeah,
that's where I'm at. So I'm just saying, I may have watched it, but I'm not going to say it on the air. Good job by Keels and Lachey. I didn't hear what they said about Joel Klatt, though.
I just caught that while I was listening and doing some chores around the house.
Yeah, placing
that's what a game like this allows.
Exactly. Yes, it is. You're right.
To fold laundry, do the vacuum.
It's a mow the lawn. It's a mow the lawn kind of day, yes.
You can have the fan in while you're doing that, but Keenel's had 37 yards on the ground, part of a 254-yard rushing day for an Ohio State attack, 110 yards from Bo Jackson, his 5th game over 100 yards of the season. I did think coming in with Rutgers having the worst rush defense in the Big Ten and one of the worst in the country, that this was going to be the plan of attack for Ohio State because you had, obviously, with Carnell and Jeremiah out, you wouldn't have as consistent as a throwing attack as possible. And also Rutgers is terrible at stopping the run. So
perfect.
Run a ball.
This is the one. Yes, this is the one.
I would have just wished that Ohio State's offensive line was better today, and they were fine.
I think
I don't know if I want to put them good, but if you're going to beat Michigan, they need to be great. And so a lethargic performance early, I thought they got better. There was the drive in the third quarter that ended with a Bo Jackson touchdown. I thought that was really good.
Yep.
But for this Ohio State front, you can't wait to the third quarter to have your best drive. In a game of consequence, next week will be a game of consequence, that can't be the case. Now, I was watching Big Noon Kick leading into the game, and their crew had talked about wanting to see, and I think we had said this on the air a couple times, wanting to see Ohio State in a dogfight, in a close game in the fourth quarter. And
face adversity.
And I was thinking to myself today, adversity was the key word.
Yes.
They were throwing that thing around for the last 20 minutes of the show talking about the Buckeyes. And I thought to myself, well, a lot of teams, it feels like, put themselves into late game adversity. And with the way Ohio State's been executing as a complete team, second and third quarter outbursts, a dominating defense like they've shown, they don't put themselves into those situations. Like against Penn State, Fernando Mendoza put the Hoosiers in an adverse situation, needing to go down the field to get that touchdown to win the game.
Heisman moment.
It was a Heisman moment, but
He
by the way,
threw the
he screwed himself
interception
up. Yes.
that allowed Penn State to take the lead.
Yes.
So if Ohio State's executing the way they have been in most third quarters, that middle eight that Ryan Day keeps talking about, you're going to find yourselves not needing to worry about anything in the fourth quarter. And I do think with the talent disparity that's going to be next week, that if they can execute the third quarter like they did in the third quarter today, in the first and second quarters next week in Ann Arbor, there's not going to be an adverse situation. There's not going to be a dogfight in the fourth quarter.
So I understand why people, and I admit, I agree. It's like, because I believe, going back, sorry if you're too young for this, Mike Tyson got punched by Buster Douglas. That was the first time Mike Tyson got punched. Didn't handle it well.
Sure.
I don't want Ohio State's first punch to happen in that scenario. I'm not saying it will, but like I'm trying to think, were there times when they even punched this year? Texas, you could say that was a punch just because it was a close game for a while.
It was a soft punch.
Right.
Yeah. It was not anything that you would expect from a college football playoff.
They weren't punched by Penn State. No. I know Penn State at half, I get it, because of late turnover, I get it.
And that's at no fault of Ohio State's.
Right.
Like, the Buckeyes can't do anything about the weaknesses in their opponents. What they can do is hold teams to 7.5 points a game.
The Indiana game, this week coming up against Michigan, and the Indiana game are great opportunities where they might not, if they don't get punched in those two games, I feel great about things. You know what I mean? Like if they don't get challenged.
Yeah.
But like the 0-2 Hurricanes, when Ohio State did what they did to them. I know Miami had a close game in the season. I can't remember who was against. They did have a close game in the season, though.
But I remember the talk leading into the Ohio State-Miami game.
Yeah, it was like
the Hurricanes are going to crush the ball. Like Ohio State's got no. Ohio State should have lost to Cincinnati earlier in the season.
Okay, Ohio State lost to insert team here.
I
Cincinnati,
just remember
Purdue.
that being the talk, right?
Cincinnati, they should have lost Purdue.
And what
happened? All those things. Yes.
Same thing in 2006.
Yeah, same thing in 2006.
Because they had that defensive graphic up today, and the 2006 Buckeyes defensively were in like 7.9, I think, points per game in their first 10. And you saw what happened in the national championship game.
So I think that Michigan and Indiana will present challenges to Ohio State.
Yes.
And that's all I care about. I'm at a point now where it's like I don't need to see them get punched in the mouth. I just need to see them beat a quality team. Have they beaten a quality team for you this year? Have they beaten a quality team this season for you?
Texas.
Okay.
And I think Washington
Washington's
has
good
qualities of a good team.
Yep.
But you're right.
And you factor in on the road that game, too.
I was impressed with how it looked for the two teams, Washington and Ohio State.
Yep.
The Huskies looked the most out of place in that moment.
Yeah.
Right? It was the idea that for Julian Sain to go on the road for the first time in that kind of an environment, it didn't look like it fazed him at all. And through most games this season, what's been the most frustrating thing for Julian, I think sometimes, is Julian.
Okay.
Where it's him and his head coach having such a high standard for them that them not executing at the level that they expect every single week is the most frustrating thing, less than what a defense has shown to be frustrating. But Rutgers pinned their ears back today. And Ohio State's offensive line, in my opinion, because I'm not seeing things with white helmets and scarlet R's.
Right.
I'm seeing winged helmets. I'm seeing maize and blue now. That offensive line performance, I don't think will get it done against Michigan.
Are we giving Michigan too much respect?
Yes. Yes, I do think so. But I cannot bring myself to.
I know. We're scarred. We're scarred. Right? Is scarred the right word?
Yeah.
On this losing streak, I feel like each goal going into it was to establish the run. And while, yes, that is important in a football game, you've also got to utilize your elite weapons you have on the outside. And I just hope that they continue that approach of using the pass to set up the run in this game, not looking conservative.
And I guess the pushback to what I just said about the offensive line would be, Eric, they had 254 yards on the ground.
Yeah.
I would still like more.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they would have rushed for 330, I think you would still, I think at that point, honestly, and I would say the same thing, well, it's Rutgers.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
And that's Rutgers. It's Rutgers.
That's what this team
who has a bad rush defense
done
it's
to
18th
our
in
brains.
Big Ten. Yes, I know it is. Yeah, it's what the rivalry's done to our brains. Reese, I'm with you.
You get the chance to exercise the demon next Saturday in Ann Arbor. I think Ohio State, I'm looking at the FanDuel, it's 13.5 points.
Okay.
In favor of the Buckeyes.
Now,
as degenerates, the both of you, how do you feel about that?
First of all, Reimer, by the way, Reimer's...
My dude, you're betting on college basketball while watching six college basketball games.
While working.
I wasn't going to add that one in there, but...
Listen, he's from Winston-Salem. Let's let it go for a second. Now, I'm from Columbus. I was born and raised in the state of Ohio. I will tell you that I won't bet this game. But I think that what I want to know is from Buckeye Nation, are you nervous this week or are you celebrating this week the rivalry? Are you, like for me, I'm celebrating it. I am watching any kind of documentary I can find. I am embracing Ohio State Michigan week. And I've said it before, as morbid as it sounds, I've probably got 20 of these left in my life. Okay? This is one of them tomorrow. Or this week. I'll have 19 after this week. That's all I've got. Then I'm dead. So I've got to appreciate the ones I have. Sorry, kids, about Christmas. I've got whatever, how many of those? But I've got 19 more after this week. This is serious to me. This is a celebration week for me. I am not going to worry about the last 4 years. I'm not going to relive the Cooper years. I am going to live the Woody years. I'm going to live the Tressel years, the Urban years. And I'm telling you this week, I'm going to be loving and excited and celebrating what's coming up.
That's a good way to put it. I think that's what this provides. You know, you think back to 06. I think back to 06 a lot. I think back to 03 a lot.
I lost money on the 1-2 game, by the way.
Well,
no, listen, that damn touchdown at the end. Because I had Ohio State and over. It was a big bet, and they let that last touchdown in. But I'm not going to talk about that.
Or this rivalry.
Say I'm a degenerate.
I was much younger.
It's a celebration Saturday of what we all love. Like college football is.
It is.
College football is the best. And what will come Saturday will be the best part of the best thing we all have. Because it damn sure ain't going to be the two teams in Ohio playing on Sunday in their respective NFL games. It was close in Austin, and now it is not. We'll go around the top 25 coming up next. College Game Night on The Fan.
A lot has changed in 30 years, but we're still that old shoe that feels worn in and well-loved. And well, we smell a little, but you've accepted that. The Fan.
Career changers, including veterans and active duty service members. Your transition starts here. Go from GI to IT in a matter of months. Become a certified cyber warrior with training at My Computer Career. Cybersecurity specialists are in high demand, offering IT pros great opportunities and a rewarding lifestyle while protecting our people, liberty, and treasured institutions from cyber threats. Deploy your career in IT today at mycomputercareer.edu/CWP, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
VA education benefits are available to those who qualify.
Bank of America is a nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Hey Columbus, it's Lorenzo Styles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. It's football season, and just like on the field, success starts with the right game plan and the right team. That's why I'm proud to team up with Monogram Homes. They're the true custom home builder, bringing precision, creativity, and attention to every detail, just like we do on Saturdays. If you're ready to build, don't settle for standard. Go custom. Go Monogram. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes. A builder you can trust.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun. Your way. That means you pick your wager. Will it be $1, $2, a crisp $20? Your call. Like picking your own numbers? Use any inspiration you like. Birthdays, jersey numbers, you name it. And if you don't feel like choosing, there's the Super Quick Auto Pick. With regular promotions that'll get you more bang for your Keno buck, multiple ways to win, prizes galore, and live draws every few minutes. Anytime is the right time to get in on the Keno action. Keno is always fun, your way. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
You can stream the game on your phone while you're gardening. You can stream it while you walk the dog. You can stream it at a trampoline park. You can even stream it at a monster truck rally. But the second you get behind the wheel, the game's over. Remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
The Ohio Lottery's Powerball jackpot has soared to at least $629 million. That's $629 million. Imagine what you could do with a win that big. With drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Powerball jackpots grow faster, and they're bigger than ever. Play today. It's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions of prizes, scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Get Eco.
Aaron, an HVAC system is exactly like a car.
Except for it doesn't have tires, brakes, turn signal, a steering wheel, or a speedometer.
Yeah, but other than that, they're exactly alike.
Get Eco.
Why do we change the oil on a car?
So it works better and lives longer.
Why do we do regular maintenance on an air conditioning system?
So it works better and lives longer. Okay, now I see your point.
We replace tires and brakes to keep everyone safe, and we inspect furnaces to keep everyone safe.
Get Eco.
But you cannot get EcoFi Advantage for your car.
For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all 3 systems.
Plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
Go to geteco.com and scroll down the page to where it says EcoFi Advantage. And make sure you watch the video of Aaron and me.
I don't think you're in that video, Jerry.
Get Eco.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
At Meijer, we're working hard to make this year's Thanksgiving a good deal better. Meijer frozen turkey is just 39 cents per pound with M-Perks. Limit 1 per customer, no clipping necessary. Save even more with Meijer brand hot deals all season long. Like Meijer cut green beans and whole kernel corn, just 49 cents a can. Meijer turkey stuffing mix is 99 cents. And cans of both Meijer cranberry sauce and pure pumpkin are just $1.09 each. Delicious deals and a Thanksgiving meal to remember. That's the good life at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in the Meijer app.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall from my friends at Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. 2 years ago, I was actually experiencing hip pain for the first time in my life, and I knew I needed the best. So I chose Orthopedic One for my physical therapy needs. And in a matter of weeks, I was rotating that golf swing better than before, and I was the longest hitter in my group again. So be like me and trust Orthopedic One and stay at the top of your game. Several convenient locations across Central Ohio. To find a physician or location near you, just go to orthopedic1.com.
Jake Diebler's Buckeyes are back at the shot for a matchup with Mount St. Mary's.
Live fan coverage starts Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. right after Common Man and Timmy with the tip at 6:30.
Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're looking at clear skies through this evening, but clouds will increase as we head through tonight. Temperatures out there dropping into the mid-30s. We'll be into mostly sunny, partly cloudy weather for your Sunday, high in the mid-50s. Mid-50s, more clouds on Monday with rain showers and a high near 60 by Tuesday. That's your latest in weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
Hot takes from the early games, bad predictions for the nightcaps. This is Fan College Football Game Night.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. It's always a good time to play for hardware, and we're definitely going to go up there with the mindset of we got nothing to really lose. I mean, we're kind of got to just fight to be the best versions of ourselves.
That was senior defensive end Caden Curry following Ohio State's 42-9 win over Rutgers. Curry definitely scored a touchdown. I mean, they didn't call it, but the ball was over the line. We had that strip sack. I mean, he showed up for senior day. He's one of 16 seniors that were honored at the Horseshoe earlier today, and one of 16 seniors who's going to be going for their first pair of gold pants. You heard him in the cut, playing for hardware. It begins. Now, every single game from here on out is going to be for a trophy. It's going to be for a prize. And I think they've been hesitant to say that the season now starts. All season. I think Ryan Day has done a really good job with messaging and massaging that message every single week about it's about us. We're going to do our job. We're going to execute. I mean, I can't help, though, but look back a couple weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, when he said he raised the champions grade. Oh, you did that in November?
83, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, right.
It's human nature to look at the biggest thing in your job and be thinking about that all year long. This Saturday, is the biggest thing.
It's I said this yesterday on the air. I asked AJ Hawk this question, and I knew what his answer would be. But honestly, it's been Michigan week for like 11 days already. I was not concerned at all about Rutgers. I know the AJ, football player, will never say that. It's like, he's like, oh, how can you say that? It's like, no, there's still one more game left.
Tito.
Right. It's like you never played. You don't know. I get it. I understand it. But like Joe Public, is Joe Public still a thing? If I say Joe Public. Joe Q Public. If I say that, does it register with people?
Registers with me.
Not with me. You. Not you. He does register with him. He's a basketball fan, though. But anyway, yes. Joe Q Public, though, will tell you it's been Michigan week for a while. I was not worried about UCLA and not worried about Rutgers at all. Nothing was going to happen that could have made me think Ohio State would lose to Rutgers, Reese. Nothing.
I understand that. And I do think for everybody that talked about going into the Rutgers game that Greg Schiano would throw everything but the kitchen sink. I think Ohio State's defense is too good.
It just doesn't matter.
You can't. The trickeration's not going to work because they have Caleb Downs back there.
Yeah, how many times did they go for it on fourth down?
Yeah, was it 3 times?
It was like all in the first quarter or something.
So, and that's I think Greg Schiano, who's he's won everywhere.
He's a smart guy.
Understands that you can't do trickery. I mean, even, they had one play where a tight end got loose, but Caleb Downs is kind of back there, and Kaliak Manis overthrew it. But I also didn't know that Kaliak Manis coming into the day was the leading passer in the Big Ten in terms of yards.
I didn't know that.
It didn't matter.
It doesn't. I also don't care.
Rutgers had -6 yards in the third quarter.
Whatever Schiano's going to do, it would be like firing spitballs at a battleship. It wasn't going to matter.
Rutgers 0 for 2 on fourth down.
Only 2?
Yeah.
Felt like they went for it a lot.
Reimer got that wrong.
I
agree with them, but he still got it wrong.
It has been actually since the Wisconsin game where the Buckeyes have won the turnover battle. It was even Steven today. That's going to be one of those things that you need to change next week. Everything that's been done in this past month, Tito, even the game against Penn State, you looked at least I did, and said, can that beat Michigan? Is that performance, is that play, is this drive, is this applicable against Wolverines?
Okay, let me ask you a question.
And I think the coaching staff did too, and I think one of the primary points to my point is because he raised the damn champions grade 3 weeks out.
I don't see that right there. I think that gets overplayed, Reese.
Okay.
He went from 80 to 83%. And it's not like
that's a big bump.
It's a bump.
Take it from a guy who got a lot of C pluses and B minuses.
God, I wish I was that smart. But anyway, I'm with you. Thank you.
Gotten me in a B range.
I'll tell you my in the know story off the air.
Okay.
But
great. So many stories off the air. Wonderful.
Okay, no, I was on the in the know team at Brookhaven. I was on the in the know team.
What is even that?
You ever seen the show In the Know? Have you ever heard of that show?
No.
Okay, In the Know is a high school quiz show. Usually it's on PBS.
You could have just said I was on a high school quiz team at Brookhaven.
No, In the Know is a different deal. High school quiz team.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, if I just say I'm on the oblong athletic game, is different than saying I'm on the football team. I'm just telling you. Okay, I played. I was on In the Know team.
What?
Yeah, it's a big difference, Reese. It's a big difference, Reese. It's a good. Listen. The reason
I am listening. You don't say anything.
When I was on the In the Know team, this is why I was on the In the Know team, because I had like science guy, English girl, math guy, history girl.
What were you?
This is the funny part about it. At the end of the first and second round, there were 2 questions each round that were sports, and nobody knew the sports but me. So it would be the whole show would be like, Shakespeare, or the whole competition, Shakespeare, Kelvin temperature, osmosis, whatever. And at the end, it's like Major League Baseball. And nobody knew the answers, but I did. I was so good at that last 2.
That's why you and Shark were king of Damon's trivia.
We were so good at it. I had a point to this.
I don't think you did.
I did. God,
Michigan added a couple more points. The Wolverines lead Maryland 35-13. So they've got a 100-yard rusher on the day right now. He's got 3 touchdowns. It's not Justice Haynes, but look, I think Bryce Underwood, is going to be I'm trying to think back. The last time they faced a quarterback like Bryce, maybe Curtis Rourke, Williams for Washington.
Okay, yeah, Williams had that. Yeah, but I just don't. I will take my chances with the best DC and the best defense in the country against anybody. You know, I just will. I'm not worried about that part of it. I'm really not. I'm not worried about that part.
So the game between Michigan and Maryland is about 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. You got about 2 minutes left to go in the third in Eugene. Oregon has a 28-21 lead over number 15 USC.
Are you rooting for a team there?
No.
You don't care?
I don't care.
Okay.
Oregon is without two of their wide receivers. I know DeCorian Moore, their freshman, has been injury hampered all season. I think this game winner is that third Big Ten representative in the college football playoff. Yeah. I certainly think if you're the Big Ten, you're probably maybe Oregon to get you just better seeding. Right. And USC for me, I'm never good. I don't believe in Lincoln Riley.
All right.
He can, he had a great run with quarterbacks.
Yep.
But they didn't put a total team together, and they haven't put a total team together in his time at USC. He's reaching James Franklin heights for me.
So look at Lincoln Riley, USC. And he's been linked to other jobs for years.
Got a good agent.
Okay. If you are Lincoln Riley, do you have a better chance to make the playoffs at USC or at Florida? Where do you have the better chance to make the playoffs?
I would say USC.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's easier probably in the Big Ten.
Okay. To be the fourth team.
Yeah.
Than to be the fourth team or fifth team in the SEC.
Or fifth in the SEC, yeah. For Lincoln.
So do you think if he has a chance to go to Florida, will he explore that and maybe take it?
There's Florida, LSU right now are reportedly ready to give Lane Kiffin $13 million a year.
Right.
LSU's got a deal reportedly set, and this was, again, reportedly approved by their governor.
Which is important to know if the governor buys into you.
Right. $90 million is the offer that's right now. Is the offer right now
8 years,
going to be put
Yeah.
in front of Lane Kiffin to leave Ole Miss for Baton Rouge, and the reporting for Florida is similar. So they've got that kind of a war chest that, if I'm Lane and they're offering, yeah.
You think Kiffin?
If I'm Lincoln, and they're offering, yeah. And if I'm Lane, it's kind of weird and not great for college football that he's doing this now, Lane. And having this kind of discussion with these schools, because also these schools are going, we don't have any money. But they're paying Brian Kelly an absurd buyout, and they're also ready to put this in front of him with $25 million, saying that they're going to put towards NIL efforts.
If the calendar
on top of what they're going to pay the coach.
If the calendar was different,
yeah.
Okay, let's say transfer portal happens in February. Then I think you've got a better chance of Kiffin staying through the playoffs, right?
Yeah, because now we're entering a very real possibility where Ole Miss makes the college football playoff and they don't have a head coach. They have an
right. The same thing. Florida State with their thing, with their quarterback when going down. It's the same. I'm not saying it's exactly like that because it was a 14 playoff. But I'm just like I don't. Do I think Kiffin is a snake? Yes, but I don't blame Kiffin in this scenario.
I don't either.
If the February was the transfer portal or after spring, whatever it was, if there was a different transfer portal timeline after everything was after everybody played the same amount of games, if that was the portal, then I would feel differently if Kiffin took it like, oh God, this guy's kind of a jerk for leaving now. But because it is the way it is, look, if I'm Lane Kiffin and I'm taking this huge money to go to LSU, you got to go now.
Yes. You got to go.
Get started on
when the offer's there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And by the way,
LSU's
the best players for Ole Miss are going to go to LSU. They're going to follow him there.
Imagine if Trinidad Chambliss goes from Ferris State in Michigan to Oxford, Mississippi, and then to Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I don't blame
That'd be a hell of a thing. There's a lot of things about college football that I want to change. One of them happened today that it needs to go away. We'll discuss that next. We'll discuss in 2 minutes. College Game Night on the Fan.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Bank of America is a nation's leading business lender, and we're ready to help with your next goal here in Columbus. That's why we have over 3,700 local business specialists across the country. Because with the right team, your business and community prosper. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com/local business. Bank of America, official bank of FIFA World Cup 2026. Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
Thanksgiving is a time to come together, eat together, and share together. And Meijer is making it easier than ever to share more good. During the week of Thanksgiving, November 23rd through the 29th, when you buy Meijer brand Fredericks by Meijer, Purple Cow, or True Goodness Foods, our Simply Give program will provide a meal to help feed up to 4 million neighbors in need. It's the simple way to put the giving and Thanksgiving together. Exclusions apply. See Meijer.com for details. One meal equals 25 cents based on an average meal cost from select Meijer food pantry partners. Learn more at Meijer.com/aboutmeijer/community.html.
Two jabronis talking football.
Thank you, football god.
No better way to spend a Saturday. This is Fan College football game night.
Reeser, Tito, Reimer rolling with you for another hour. Jeff's going to give the 7 o'clock update.
Yes.
So you've got to look forward to at the top of the next hour. Oregon's probably put USC to bed. The Ducks now lead 35-21. Just about 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter from Autzen Stadium. Notre Dame's put 70 on Syracuse. The Irish lead 70-0.
It's not very Christian.
With a minute 30 left to go in the fourth quarter from South Bend. No.
Just saying. If it's whatever.
Seeing this now, do you want them in that 8-9 matchup?
Yeah.
If Ohio State's still the one?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think for Notre Dame, this was earlier in that game. They led 21-0, 5 minutes and 17 seconds into the first quarter. The Irish offense had not run a single play. It was 2 pick sixes and a blocked punt for a touchdown. Was what Notre Dame did to Syracuse.
So you're saying their offense hasn't done much against Syracuse.
But
Syracuse really held the offense in check.
They really kept Notre Dame's offense in check by just being terrible.
Well done by them.
Yeah, CJ Carr's 5 of 9 with a touchdown on the day. But I think I had Notre Dame on fraud alert earlier in the season, and they've got those 2 losses, obviously, to number 3 now, Texas A&M, close, and then to Miami, close. So
that's looking like the win of the year, actually.
No, it's not. The Eugene, the one for Indiana Eugene, is still the win of the year.
The way that Notre Dame has trended since then.
A&M winning at Notre Dame, is a big one. Certainly Oklahoma winning at Alabama, and certainly, I think, still Indiana winning in Eugene, just because it's Indiana.
I think it is that one too, but A&M at Notre Dame is trending up in that conversation.
Bodie almost beat up a 70-year-old woman at South Bend in that A&M game. He did. She told him to sit down. He got. I'm just saying it was uncomfortable. It was damn near a Steve Scheffler situation. Scotty Scheffler. I'm sorry, Scotty Scheffler situation. Damn near that. With Bodie almost ended up in the tank. It's okay though. But don't you though think college football is better when Notre Dame is relevant?
College football is the best. I don't subscribe to the so and so needs to be better.
Okay, if I give you an option of who's in the playoff, I give you 2 options: Notre Dame or Texas Tech. Who are you taking? Who would you rather have in the playoff, Notre Dame or Texas Tech?
Texas Tech.
Notre Dame.
Thank you. So would I.
I'd Texas Tech. This season.
I'm just saying in general.
I know you're speaking to the brand. You're speaking to the brand
Miami
awareness.
Or Texas Tech.
You're speaking to
Miami every time.
Right now, Texas Tech. Because I think Miami stinks. And Miami, it's hilarious because they were put into the college football playoff bracket projection on Tuesday with a gold bracket around their name. Same with Tulane that said they have to win their conference. Miami doesn't even have the inside track to the ACC championship game. Right now, the Canes need so much help to even make that thing in Charlotte. Here's how it would shake out. Georgia Tech beats Pittsburgh tonight. They probably will. They're in the title game, and they got Georgia to play next week. So Georgia Tech finishes that ACC play tonight with Georgia next week. Doesn't matter what happens in that game between the Bulldogs.
Right.
Virginia, the 19th-ranked Cavaliers, are off, and they're into the title game with a win next week against Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's bad.
Yes, they are.
So... And then other things need to happen because there's still Duke hanging around there. There's still SMU hanging around there. Then you get to the Hurricanes, and so much needs to happen where I get it. You want to just put in a sexy, you want to do the brand thing is what the committee did, in my opinion, because Georgia Tech's not nearly as sexy to put up there as Miami, nor does it get the kind of conversation, despite Georgia Tech having the best case right now, because they're likely more so to be ACC champion than Miami.
If I could tell you could put Georgia Tech or Georgia in the playoff, who would you put in? Who would you rather have in the playoff?
I'm going off of this year. I think Georgia's better than Georgia Tech. So I'm putting the better team in there.
That's being smart. I'm just talking about being shallow. Shallow
USC or Georgia Tech.
So these are different.
USC
these are different questions.
Yes.
The question you want to ask when talking about USC or Miami is, what would be the more watched game? What's the better content?
Well, sure. That's going to be USC, Notre Dame, Oklahoma.
Those are the questions you're asking, because then you're looking at the helmets and then you're saying, well, I'd much rather have Notre Dame over Texas Tech. I'm interested to see if Texas Tech's actually legit, because I think they're really good. And I think they're deserving right now of where they were. They weren't the 3 seed, but
they're not deserving because they haven't been great for. They haven't had a 50-year run like other schools have. They haven't had that. I didn't watch them in bowl games in the Blue Bonnet Bowl back in the 80s. I'm just saying, like, it's. You're right. What you are saying is right as far as
5th, I should say. Sorry.
What you are saying, though, is absolutely right as far as quality of the team. Yes, and yes. Sports, though, now has become a television show.
Oh, yeah. No, talk about inventory, talk about content. Yep. That's all Tony Petitti wants. And that's all that ESPN wants. That's all that Greg Sankey and the SEC wants. I want to change so many things about college football, but the one that I think right now, after what's happened today on the field, is you need to not schedule FCS opponents or opponents outside of the Power Four in the month of November.
Are you questioning
with the SEC doing all of the nonsense today of all days?
Yeah,
is when you get Alabama beating Eastern Illinois 56-0, Georgia beating Charlotte. Now Charlotte's in the FBS, but they won 35. Do not schedule that kind of a game. And then A&M shut out Samford 48-0.
You want to know something?
I know Brady Quinn went on like a 10-minute tirade about it, and I agreed with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to know something cool about the A&M Samford
There's
game?
nothing cool about that, Reimer.
The basketball coach now at A&M, of course, came from Samford.
He said basketball.
OU's coach Tim Albin coaches at Charlotte right now,
but here's the thing, though.
There's just nothing.
No, Reese, look, you can.
I just felt like it was a cool nugget.
It is a cool nugget
for the podcast. So Reese, the Samford game, if it goes on the same week as the Grambling game, we don't complain.
No, you can do the Samford game. Just do it in September.
But why does it matter?
Because it felt like today the afternoon slate was a little bit of a snooze fest.
Yeah, the nooners.
So it's for the fans. It's not for college football.
Well, you were just talking about content and inventory.
We're in November. We should be playing high-level conference games.
Okay. I'm just saying, though, but when Ohio State played Grambling, there were other really good games in college football going on.
Yeah.
So,
but even if there weren't, September's different than November.
I want to see.
And like Ohio State also played Texas while A&M got their bye game in.
And I'd be okay if A&M wants to play Samford, if Georgia wants to give a bunch of money to Charlotte, if Oklahoma had Missouri today, and Texas is, I think, putting the boots to Arkansas right now. Last I checked, 45-23 into the third quarter there for the 17th ranked Longhorns.
Tennessee's at Florida tonight.
Tennessee's at Florida.
Michigan played Oklahoma the same week Ohio State played Grambling. But people complained about Grambling, but they didn't complain about, they shouldn't play it right now. So
I didn't hear any of those complaints about Grambling and when it played Grambling.
No.
But I will hear the don't schedule Grambling. I'm here for that all day.
I'm with you. Yes, I'm with you on that as well.
If it's below the FBS, you
shouldn't play it.
I understand. I understood the Youngstown State thing. I don't want it.
No, look, I'm with you. I understand the whole in-state thing, keep the money in state, all that kind of stuff. I think it's kind of cool they're playing Bowling Green next year with Eddie.
But that's an FBS school. You're playing in September.
Yes, you're right, in September.
You do that then.
Right. But I'm at a point, though, where I don't care when you play the FBS school. I don't care if it's September, October, November. You're going to do it, much like Ohio State's did with Grambling. And even, look, you can say to MAC schools, no offense, but offense, it is FBS still.
I would be, and I've said this for a couple of years now, okay, if the group of five, if the group of five in the FBS went their own way and did their own postseason.
Own championship, I would love that.
You have the Power Four then whoever the Pac-12 can be serious about football, or I guess whatever is the Pac-12, they can do their thing currently.
Yep.
And then MAC schools, you play for your own championship. Because, yes, as much as I love Ohio, and Ohio's still got a shot to repeat as Mid-American Conference champions, the idea that you're playing for the same postseason thing, I don't love. I don't love that a group of 5 gets an automatic bye into the college football playoff. I think they did that to avoid litigation.
I asked this question very seriously and not disrespectfully. You're a MAC guy, MAC grad.
I love the Ohio Bobcats.
Okay, you love the Ohio Bobcats.
Yes.
Do you know, if I asked you to name the last 5 MAC champions, could you name them? It's okay if you can't. I'm saying, could you name them? I'm not asking you to prove it. I'm saying, do you think you could?
Probably not.
I don't think I could either. And I wish I could.
I know, obviously.
Because it's
Ohio
a big deal.
Won it, and then I think Miami won it the year before.
I think it's a big deal that doesn't get something like that because it gets swept under the rug because of where we are with what our focuses are. I don't know, even if MAC people, I don't know if you ask no U student right now, could you name the last 5 MAC champions?
Not a current OU student.
Not an OU student. No, that's stupid. A Miami student. Okay, maybe Miami student, no offense, but maybe Miami student could.
Yeah, so we'll do this exercise. So OU won it in 24, Miami won it in 23, Toledo in 22.
Okay. Was BG in there?
BG has not appeared in a MAC title game since 2015.
All right. Eddie George restoring the glory.
They're not great this year, T. I don't know if you've paid any attention.
No, they're not. Well, I haven't, but yes.
So when you look at some of the other SEC schools, like Vanderbilt's up 45-10 on Kentucky. It's the similar thing to Rutgers, but you're playing the school in your conference.
Yep.
I still think Vanderbilt is fraudulent. I don't know what.
Fraudulent?
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
They got Tennessee next week. Like, just looking at what the committee's done to try to make there be 5 SEC teams in this is silly. But
who's your Vanderbilt comp for the Big Ten? Is it Illinois?
USC.
USC? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say Illinois, but USC.
Well, no, I guess you'd have to give it to. No, you have to give it to Illinois because USC won that game. Or no, USC lost.
USC lost that game.
So yeah, it is USC.
So it's USC. Okay.
But
that's how I look at it. Like, I think the Big Ten.
For the SEC, I don't sit there and I go, there are 5 schools deserving of the college football playoff.
There's not. But we're so spoiled at the point, though, Risa. Like right now, I don't care about the 12. All I'm looking at is the 8. All I'm looking at is like, who's playing next? You know, like the 4, whatever. Like, I'm looking at the 6. I'm looking at I don't look at, because I don't care if
you mean in the bracket?
Yeah, like I look at the bracket. I'm like, who's Ohio State playing next? I don't care who else is in there at this point because I'm so spoiled as an Ohio State guy. Like, I don't look at who's 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever. Like, I looked at the most recent one. You had the Oklahoma, Notre Dame winner playing Ohio State, or Oregon, Notre Dame, Oregon, whatever, some combination of that. That's all I'm looking at is that one. I don't care if Miami's in. I really don't. I don't care if Oklahoma's in. I just care about who's Ohio State playing in their first game.
And Ohio State, is so fortunate and is fortunate because of the decisions that have been made, the coaches that they've hired, who have built this program for the last, last half century plus into where for the Buckeyes, you just went out. You went out and you have nothing else to worry about because you will be seated you'll be seated accordingly.
Yep.
And even when you were seated 8th, that was the most fun you could possibly have.
No, they were seated 6th.
They were 6th last year.
But then they came 8th. But they were 8th because of the other stuff, right? They were 6th, but they were 8th.
You'd have the most fun in a college football season that we've had, at least up until what is to come. Michigan. We'll get into a little bit more with the Buckeyes and the Wolverines coming up next. It's College Game Night on The Fan.
We used to have a billboard with our host's face on it, but only ugly people work here now.
You mama say you ugly, hey!
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination. Get Eco.
Aaron, an HVAC system is exactly like a car.
Except for it doesn't have tires, brakes, turn signal, a steering wheel, or a speedometer.
Yeah, but other than that, they're exactly alike.
Get Eco.
Why do we change the oil on a car?
So it works better and lives longer.
Why do we do regular maintenance on an air conditioning system?
So it works better and lives longer. Okay, now I see your point.
We replace tires and brakes to keep everyone safe, and we inspect furnaces to keep everyone safe.
Get Eco.
But you cannot get EcoFi Advantage for your car.
For just $28 a month, EcoFi Advantage covers all 3 systems.
Plumbing, electrical, and HVAC.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Go to geteco.com and scroll down the page to where it says EcoFi Advantage. And make sure you watch the video of Aaron and me.
I don't think you're in that video, Jerry.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco. Plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Hey, it's Anthony for Orthopedic One. I'm not invincible anymore. I never was, but I refuse to punt on things I still love to do. That's why over the past several years, when I've had things creep up, like back pain, shoulder issue, elbow problem, I've had it all, I've always chosen Orthopedic One. That's because Orthopedic One is Ohio's largest physician-owned orthopedic practice with 60 physicians in every specialty. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com. Orthopedic One. This is where you go to get better.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
The Ohio Lottery's Powerball jackpot has soared to at least $629 million. That's $629 million. Imagine what you could do with a win that big. With drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, Powerball jackpots grow faster, and they're bigger than ever. Play today. It's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions of prizes, scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hey, Columbus. It's Lorenzo Styles Jr., Ohio State student athlete. Football runs deep in my family. My dad played here, and now my brother and I are proud to carry on that tradition. At Monogram Homes, family matters too. They treat every homeowner like one of their own, building with care, precision, and pride. Monogram doesn't just build houses, they build homes, crafted just for you. So whether you're starting your first home or designing your dream space, Monogram Homes has got your back every step of the way. Visit monogramhomes.net to start building today. Monogram Homes, a builder you can trust.
Common Man and Bob Capace here for Worthington Jewelers. Bob, why should people trust you for their holiday shopping this year?
Family owned and operated for 25 years. We're known for helping guys make great decisions. Unlike me hiring you, Common Man.
You know, I was thinking, I've been a good, clean boy this year. You got anything for me over there?
How about a nice anklet?
Sold! Worthington Jewelers on High Street in Worthington. WorthingtonJewelers.com, where Columbus gets engaged.
At the Ohio Lottery, we make Keno fun, your way. That means every few minutes across Ohio, 20 out of 80 possible numbers are randomly picked. And if some of the numbers you pick match, voila, you're a winner. Keno doesn't require you to know a single thing about sportsball or overs, unders, pluses, minuses, or lines, or whatever else. Keno is as simple as, did some of my numbers match? They did? Great. You just raked in some dough. There are more than 20 hours of Keno draws every day and thousands of places to play statewide. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Morning Juice, Real Football Talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
You're listening to Fan College Football Game Night.
You have about 10 minutes, Tito.
It's Michigan, too.
Until the top of the hour.
It's Michigan.
And your time to one-up Jacob Reimer.
I feel bad.
Why?
Because...
Are you like the FBS program playing the lowly FCS program in November?
Look,
is that how you feel?
I came out and said something. He's a kid. I'm not going to lie. I know he's got a kid, but he's also a kid. and I feel bad. But I don't know. It just mine will be really good. That's all I'm going to say. But
I hope so. You got 9 minutes. That's doing the top of the hour update because he said Jacobs was bad.
I didn't say it was bad. I said it wasn't great. Common Man used to mess with me when I would do.
I got
updates.
fart sounds I can throw in there.
Well, no, Common Man would like whisper in my ear, like I don't know.
I'll just turn my mic on.
He would just say I would hear like I'd be in the middle of an update and I hear meow like that from him, things like that. He would screw with me.
Or just have different things ready to go.
I'm at the point now.
Chimney Cheekwa.
Honestly, I don't listen to what people say anymore, so it won't affect me. Back then it did. But now I'm unflappable.
All right, unflappable.
I've never heard
Jeff
flappable.
Fitoff.
Have you ever heard the, okay,
never,
we've heard unflappable.
Never been flapped.
Okay, you've heard the phrase unflappable.
Yes.
Have you ever heard someone say, that guy's flappable? I've never have. All I've heard is unflappable. I've never heard, that guy's kind of
hour and a half into the show, he made a good point.
He's flappable.
All right.
What happens if you hear this?
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on that thing.
There's my fiance.
So speaking of Hawk Tua, the Bengals are not going to have Jamar Chase tomorrow. He's suspended.
I thought we were going to have an A.J. Hawk reference.
They will also
or an Iowa reference.
not have Joe Burrow. He was not activated today, so it is going to be Joe Flacco tomorrow against the New England Patriots. A 1 o'clock kick.
Hawk Tua would be a fun girl to date. I wouldn't want to marry her. I think she's got short-term potential.
All right.
She's not going to meet mom.
You know, Shedeur Sanders.
Still on that?
Well, because you played it, and we had no Hawk Tua.
You did
reference.
play it.
We were transitioning
We were
to
trying to transition here. That's the big difference in trying to do this show and actually succeeding in doing it well when you have the derailer.
If you are someone out there who's in your 20s and listening, first of all, why? Secondly, if you have a girlfriend that you're going to meet, or a significant other, let's just say girlfriend, boyfriend.
Oh, goodness.
No, I'm giving you a tip. This is fun. I did this with my mom. What you do is you tell the significant other, hey, when you meet my mom, don't look at her left eye. She has a glass eye. And they will do it. Or you say, hey, my mom's hard of hearing.
Browns Raiders pregame coverage tomorrow on the Fan, 2 o'clock. You get Shedeur Sanders' his first NFL start. 4:05 will be the kick from Las Vegas.
Yeah.
What?
He can't see out of his left eye.
Shedeur can't.
Did you watch him passing? There's no way in hell that guy can see out of both eyes.
Look, I'm now interested in a game between two 2-8 football teams.
I was going to say, is that going to be the most watched 2-8 versus 2-8 ever?
Yes.
It absolutely will be.
Yes.
Joe Burrow probably playing Thursday of next week.
Yep.
Against the Baltimore Ravens.
Can't
That'll
wait
be a
for
night game for
Thanksgiving, yes.
Thanksgiving.
Right.
I don't know why he would play, other than that he wants to be on the field. I get the why. I don't get why. I don't get why they're doing that.
Reese, you and I, we talk about it.
Silliest
I'm
damn
with
thing.
you. Okay, it's dumb also.
But we will be accused of not having played the game.
You talk to Carp, talk to Hawk, talk to Schlegs. They will say, you don't understand. If you're healthy, you can play. If you're healthy, you can play.
And if you're the Bengals, you play him tomorrow. If you're going to play him Thursday, you'd probably be ready to play Sunday. You play him tomorrow so you can bump the ticket prices up.
I mean, what do they have to do? Like, they have to essentially win out at this point to make the playoffs, correct?
Yes.
Like, if they lose tomorrow, are they done?
Anyway,
I think they're done anyway, yeah.
Their only path to the playoffs for Cincinnati is winning the AFC North. Still a winnable game, and probably losing to New England doesn't mathematically eliminate them in the race for the AFC North. So Baltimore is the division game. They've got the Ravens twice. I believe they have the Browns one more time. If you're able to take those 3 games, you would have to probably win out. Yeah,
I would think so. Yeah,
I'm not doing the schedule game for the Cincinnati Bengals, but yeah. Because you're losing tomorrow. You're going to play Joe Flacco against a red-hot New England Patriots
and
squad.
Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Hawk Tua, right?
Okay.
There we go.
A moratorium on that one. You don't need to bring it back.
No, I'm just
Nobody was clamoring for that to come back.
I want to make sure we
Gotta give him that huck too and spit on
That's what
that
Jamar
thing.
Chase
You don't
did.
have to encourage him by playing the sounder.
So
It's the mouse is over it. I'm sorry.
What I'm saying
Tag
though
team
is,
of idiocy.
Reese, I think that
Doesn't have to happen.
I'm with you. That's like if you're going to play him Thursday, then play him tomorrow, and if you lose, then shut him down the rest of the season if you want to. But like it makes no sense.
If the more I think about it, if Joe Burrow tells you I want to play, you put Joe Burrow out there.
It's not. He's not an offensive lineman.
Uh-huh.
Him, Chase.
He's your franchise.
Higgins. He's your franchise. But he's not a running back.
So you're saying it from a logical place.
I know, which is
but
not
ultimate football guy. If he wants to play, you put him out there.
I know. If he's healthy, you play him. I get it.
It defies logic. But
the Browns wasted Joe Thomas. They're wasting Myles Garrett.
Joe Thomas chose not to be traded.
Well, so did Myles Garrett.
So did Myles Garrett. Took the money. So feel bad for neither of those gentlemen because they chose to remain in Cleveland despite having better options.
So
there's better options literally everywhere.
If they lose to the Ravens on Thanksgiving with Joe, I think you then just sit him because you brought him back to maybe go, like you were saying, go at the division. And if you lose one of your divisional games that you have left,
you're thinking it logically.
I know.
But if Joe Burrow's healthy, he will play the rest of the way starting Thursday night.
God,
as long as he wants to. Now he could go to Zach Taylor and be like, "Yeah, I'm good," but I don't see that happening.
I don't. A football player mentality.
The Steelers will probably have Aaron Rodgers tomorrow. He broke his wrist. It was his non-throwing wrist, but he was a partial participant today. And it looks like, barring any setbacks, he'll play tomorrow, which, I think there's a chance Will Howard plays for Pittsburgh sometime later on this season because
I don't think he will.
Like I was saying, like the Steelers, I think will want to see what they can get. What they want to see what they have with him. And the only way any of those four teams in the AFC North are making the postseason is by winning it. And I do not think that's the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think it's the Baltimore Ravens.
The Steelers, if they can steal a win tomorrow.
They got the Chicago Bears.
At the Bears, I see a path to 10 wins for them, which I think gets them in.
The path to 10 wins for Ohio State was completed last week. They've reached 11 wins on the season. Now comes the ultimate finale. We'll get into it next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
Starting Monday, it's rivalry week. We call it that because the Buckeyes play a very annoying team from Michigan. Clever.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Toyota dealers.
The Fan.
Dormar, you're kind of cute. Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair. Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Bobcat Enterprises has rebates and write-offs to give you a competitive edge in 2026. Now until the end of the year, get 0% financing for 60 months or up to $10,000 in cash rebates. Offer varies by model and dealer in-stock inventory. This year's tax deductions are bigger than ever, and you can apply to lease, finance, or directly purchase equipment. Spend it before the government gets it. Stop by Bobcat Enterprises in Hilliard, Reynoldsburg, or Zanesville, or see our full line of products at bobcatent.com today. Offer expires 12/31/25.
At Giant Eagle, we're working hard to bring more ways to save to every aisle because every dollar and every moment counts. At Giant Eagle, we're going for better so you can bring home the best because it matters.
Hey guys, it's Timmy Hall from my friends at Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. 2 years ago, I was actually experiencing hip pain for the first time in my life, and I knew I needed the best. So I chose Orthopedic One for my physical therapy needs. And in a matter of weeks, I was rotating that golf swing better than before, and I was the longest hitter in my group again. So be like me and trust Orthopedic One and stay at the top of your game. Several convenient locations across Central Ohio. To find a physician or location near you, just go to orthopedic1.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. This is The Fan's Game Day Scoreboard.
This Game Day update is sponsored by Mutual Federal, proudly serving Columbus with personal and business solutions at mutualfederal.com.
Good evening, I'm Jeff Thidoff.
I told you to turn your mic on.
The top-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes took care of business today with a 42-9 win over Rutgers. No J.J. Smith, no Cardell Tate, no problem. Max Clare, 7 catches, 105 yards, and a touchdown. Bo Jackson shook off an early red zone fumble to rush for 110 yards on 19 carries and 2 scores. Next week, it's the game. Check out our coverage all week long on The Fan. Our coverage starts at 6:30 a.m. next Sunday. Make sure you tune in for that. Right now, Oregon leads USC 35-27. Halfway through the fourth quarter on that one. Vanderbilt's got a 45-10 lead over Kentucky. You've got Texas leading Arkansas 52-30. Tulane's got a 24-13 lead on Temple. Right now, Kansas State has a 38-35 lead on Utah. Michigan leads Maryland 45-19. That game is late in the fourth quarter as well.
This is Fan College Football Game Night.
I wasn't done.
All things football.
All you boys think about is football.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
I got more to say. Jackets fell the Red Wings 4-3 in overtime. Zach Werenski had a goal and assist. Adam Tilly had a goal.
You blow a 3-1 lead.
Breaking scores and updates when they happen. At It Happens on The Fan.
Well, is it 7:30 yet?
That's a hard out.
That
was a hard thing there. I thought we would still have some more time.
Oh, it's a hard thing?
Yeah, I thought it was a 6 to 12. I thought we would have a little bit more time where I could talk.
All the shows we've done, they've all been stupid. This might take it.
Stupidest.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And yeah, blowing a 3-1 lead by the Blue Jackets. You got to play 60 minutes of complimentary, full game, guys.
But you're happy so far this year, right? I know overall there's been some bad losses.
Yeah, Adam Fantilli having another goal.
That's huge.
Yes, does please me. He's the alpha of the team, and he needs to keep playing like it. I understand, Kirill Marchenko's been great, but Adam Fantilli is your future.
Is he career guy in Columbus?
Too early to tell on that one, especially when you see him he had 3 goals the other night in Toronto.
Right.
And he's a Toronto native. And I think the clock is ticking with that current incarnation of the Maple Leafs.
It'll cost a lot of money to keep him.
Yeah.
But as a Jackets fan, you want him here life, right?
Yes.
I think
absolutely.
I think whatever the number is,
this franchise never lucks into things, and they lucked into Adam Fantilli.
They did. God, he is so good.
But I don't think he's a Blue Jackets lifer. So enjoy him while you have him. CBJ are in Washington on Monday. That game will not be on The Fan. We got Buckeye Roundtable from 6 to 8 Monday night. Ryan Day will join at 6:35. It'll be the ultimate Buckeye Roundtable of the season. This means more than any other game has meant this calendar year, Tito. And I mean and I'm including the national championship. What's to come Saturday at noon, this coming Saturday.
You and I have talked about it throughout all these shows we've done, the bad ones and the good ones. But
they've all been bad.
Well, no, some of them better than others. But anyway.
Okay, but still, all in the bad blanket.
Okay, that's fine. But some have not been as badder. But when you look at the way that Ryan Day has talked all year long about we're playing our opponents Ohio State, our opponents Ohio State, our opponents us. We are our
You even
opponent.
heard Carlos Lachlan was on with Beam and Mike Bennett.
Yeah, I heard that. Yep.
And
Same
he said
thing.
this is exact same thing verbatim. So there's absolute buy-in from this program, and that's a great credit to the architect of all of this and Coach Day.
Will that change at all this week? No. Do you think there's any chance?
I don't think outwardly. Now, how can it?
Inward,
how can it
we don't
not
know.
be between your ears?
Yes, but I'm
every
saying
day you're thinking of that.
But like Ohio State fans, as we've known for years, this week is different. This week is different than every other week this season so far. This is a different week.
Yes.
Do you think Ohio State fans want to hear Ryan Day say, it's been about us against us all year long? This week is different.
No, I think Ohio State fans want Ryan Day to do the exact same thing he's been doing all season.
Okay.
Because I think deviating now is the worst possible thing they could do. The psyche of this fan base has never been in a worse spot.
Well, but
at least in my lifetime.
Okay, now when Cooper was here, though, when Cooper comes in, he says the Ohio State-Michigan game is no more important than any other game on the schedule.
Uh-huh.
And he got roasted for that.
Yeah, look what happened.
I understand, but he said it's not as important.
Right.
That's why I'm asking, do you think that Day should say, no, this is more important?
No. He should walk delicately around anybody that asks that. And as we've seen from Ryan Day over the past couple of weeks with Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate, he's very good about walking around those kinds of questions. Because that's a gotcha question.
You're right, it is. I know it is.
And he's good about walking around. His players have been good about walking around it as well. So I think they have to keep everything business as usual. And also to the point that these guys are so routine oriented. and so focused on every day being the same in the regular football season that it would just make no sense to deviate from anything. Anything that they do in a traditional game week. Now you might have no, you don't do anything different. You approach this the same way you did against Rutgers. Now, you're going to have spicier practices.
Okay.
He was talking before the season, having to break up more fights than he's ever had to do in an Ohio State offseason.
Right.
Because this team's pretty spicy. Like they had a competitive edge, and I think that edge has sharpened all year. And I think it's sharpened to this moment. So the human nature and the football guy is going to want to go at 11 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So it is up to him to make sure that doesn't happen. But I think to plan it out right now, no, nothing changes.
So when Woody was here, it was famous, legend or not, I'm not sure. But supposedly there was a portion of practice dedicated every time at the end of practice, something about Michigan.
I think Urban did that too, didn't he?
Maybe I'm not.
Team up north
maybe he
period.
did. He might have done that. Okay, Urban. I don't know if Tress did it. I don't know if Bruce. I don't know if Cooper. Whatever. I'm saying like those guys specifically said for a portion of practice, we are going to. This is Michigan. This is what we're doing for Michigan.
Right.
So with how and look, I am not going to question Ryan Day because Ryan Day has done everything friggin' right, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
Should Ryan Day, that's what I'm saying, if he doesn't acknowledge that, if he doesn't say, yes, there's a portion of our season is all about this game, is he, privately is different, but publicly does he need to say that? You're saying he doesn't need to.
I'm saying he doesn't. Here's Ryan Day after the Rutgers game talking about the team and their mindset towards that team up north.
Shoes on the foot now, isn't it?
Yeah, they're always, in the back of our mind in terms of what we're working towards. We know this is the last game of the year and what it means to everybody here. So, it doesn't take long in the fourth quarter once the game was in hand to, everybody start figuring out, this thing's coming fast and it was just a good look in everybody's eye in the locker room, man. We're excited about this one and just need to focus on, what really matters, and that's everybody just doing their job. And going on the road and what's going to be a great environment and going to get it done. So that'll be the focus, and we'll continue to do what we've done all year. That's it, and have a great week and focus on that day. And the coach's job, is to give them a great plan. And we got to be at our best. Everybody has to be at their best and play really, really hard.
You have to be who you are, and you have to play. This is a football Ferrari with Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith,
right?
Who I fully believe will be on that field next Saturday in Ann Arbor, and you have to be that football Ferrari. This can't be about any sort of toughness that you want to exude from your team. The team is tough, I think, but they're the finesse team. So be that next, and I think that's what hampered them last year, was they were trying to be this tough team that you hadn't seen up until that point, and then all of a sudden there's this new timid, trying to be fake tough guy thing. That does, and I think he said it perfectly. And just they're going to be themselves. The best version of what they can be, you haven't seen because guys have been out, but Saturday different.
Yeah, last year, you're right. That's a great way to put it there, Reese, is that they all of a sudden, it felt to me like last year Ryan Day bought into, which has been true for years, the team that rushes for the most yards wins that game. And so Ryan Day went out of his way and Chip Kelly to say, we're going to, I don't know whichever one it was, but somebody though said, we are going to establish the run. If we run for the most yards, we'll win the game. And it took away from what they were. And these guys, I don't know if they recognize it. Maybe they do. But a chance to get a win this year, what it will do for their legacies, to get the gold pants after what's happened in recent years with this game. It's like such a huge deal.
Yeah, and I keep thinking when it was the fourth quarter, Rutgers scores a touchdown, and they had a camera cut away before they went to commercial of Caleb Downs, and he was pissed.
Yeah,
and that kind of told me where the leadership of this team is.
Yeah.
In a throwaway section of the game, you're still trying to be perfect, or as perfect as humanly possible. And then I actually do buy. I buy that they believe there's 110%.
Okay.
So you've got to be that every single time out. And so it's a strange spot for Ohio State fans because there should be all of the confidence in the world. And there's almost none from the fan base.
Because there was so much confidence going into last year's game.
So much confidence going into last year's game. It was a 3-touchdown favorite.
Yeah. And this year, you said 13.5 was the number you saw.
13.5's right now at FanDuel. Some other places won't give you odds yet.
I was more confident going to last year's game than I am going to this year's game.
Yeah.
I was more confident, which is sad.
Yeah.
But I was. I still think this year's team, I'm like, oh my God, do you guys have obnoxious Michigan fan in your life? Do you have somebody who's an obnoxious Michigan fan in your life?
I don't. I choose to. I don't have toxic people.
Well, I'm not saying
I've eliminated them.
Okay, here's my dilemma.
Figuratively.
No, it's okay. I have one of my best friends, his brother is obnoxious Michigan
Why are you
fan.
best friends with him?
It's a long story. We can do it off the air also. But I'm saying it's we're going to do Thanksgiving together, Friendsgiving. We're all get together on Thanksgiving at this guy's house, at my buddy's house, not the other guy. He'll be there. And so I've had to watch the Ohio State-Michigan game with him the last 3 years. And it's damn near been a manslaughter situation because he's obnoxious. And he will say things that are stupid that make no sense. Because you cannot make sense of why Michigan's beaten Ohio State the last 3 years.
No.
The cheating, yes. But I'm saying last year, there's no way you can say, oh, yeah, I saw this coming. No, you didn't. So all I'm saying is, if Ohio State would happen to lose this game, you will never see me again, but I will be in the news.
I don't know how to segue into the next segment because we are late on time here, but I'm glad you are. Speaking of, did a Heisman opportunity get lost today? We'll discuss next. It's College Game Night on the Fan.
We know everything about you. We know you love the Buckeyes. We know you love the Jackets. We know you're wearing a red shirt. I just freaked the hell out of someone. The Fan. Dormar, you're kind of cute.
Ugh, gross. Can I come over to your house one time and you not have your husband prancing around in its tighty-whities?
Well, I can't do laundry because our septic line is clogged.
Call Dormar. They do same-day plumbing repair.
Dormar, you're kind of cute.
The Ohio Lottery's Powerball jackpot has soared to at least $629 million. That's $629 million. Imagine what you could do with a win that big. With drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Powerball jackpots grow faster, and they're bigger than ever. Play today. It's never too early for holiday scratch-offs from the Ohio Lottery, because with lots of ways to win, 6 great games, and millions of prizes, scratch-offs can turn any day into a holiday. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
Once there was a man who couldn't stand.
A mom who couldn't wait.
A scientific community that said it couldn't be done.
And then you.
And then I.
And then we brought neuromuscular disease into screaming color with the Muscular Dystrophy Association.
For 75 years, our voices have thundered through the halls of Congress.
We've willed the impossible into existence.
We've pushed the science,
raised the funds,
shifted the narrative,
and transformed the reality of life with neuromuscular diseases.
For 75 years, we've built communities together,
established the field of neuromuscular medicine,
and made it thrive.
Call that a legacy.
Call it impact.
Call it momentum.
Just call it ours.
Because it's the generations of community heroes that give MDA the strength we have today.
And until neuromuscular disease is a thing of the past, you couldn't stop us if you tried.
Join us and celebrate 75 years of breakthroughs at MDA75.org.
Cancer screening can save your life. Begin cervical screening at age 25. At 45, colorectal and breast screening. At 50, discuss lung screening with a doctor. Find resources for free and low-cost screening at cancer.org/getscreened. This is a public service message from the American Cancer Society.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Do you know what employees say is their number one perk at work? Extra PTO? Nope. Gym memberships? Guess again. It's free lunch. And what's the best way to order food for work? Easy Cater, a food tool built for the modern workplace. With online ordering from a huge variety of restaurants for any group size, tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget, employee meal programs, and more. All on one platform. So perk up your workplace with Easy Cater. Order now at easycater.com.
Hey, nice job, Pete. I like those clean lines. Fellas, do we have anyone that can get to Greenport today?
At Corey's Landscaping, the staffing plan is in the weeds.
Anthony, we need that leaf blower over here. 3 more new customer requests just came in. Who wants to work some overtime?
He needs to dig up quality landscapers and fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
When it comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
When the coach speaks, we listen. Ryan Day's weekly press conference comes your way every Tuesday at noon.
Sponsored by The Roofing Guys. For all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs, contact The Roofing Guys at theroofingguys.com.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We'll see mostly clear weather through this evening with clouds increasing some overnight. Temperatures falling into the mid-30s. We'll be in the mid-50s for your Sunday. Plenty of sunshine, clear skies, and near 30 Sunday night. Monday, look for a high in the mid-50s. A few more clouds. Rain shower chances back Tuesday of a high near 60. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
This is Fan College Football Game Night. Scores, recaps, and hot takes.
Damn, I love football.
Hot. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
One of 2 teams in the college football playoff bracket projection that had a fancy gold bracket around their names was Tulane. The 24th-ranked feisty Green Wave wore the 12 seed in this past week's projection, and that gold bracket meant if they win the American Athletic Conference. They have to win their conference to get in. Right now, they're up 37-13 over Temple. It does look like what could be very interesting with Navy, who right now sits at the top of the AAC at 6-1 in conference play. The Midshipmen have the game against Memphis next week. Then it would be the conference title game on the 6th. Then they got to do Army-Navy.
Right, after everything's done.
So it factors either Navy, North Texas, or Tulane, the group of 5 representative. I think James Madison's got a chance if a lot of chaos happens in the AAC. This from earlier today with South Florida and UAB. South Florida won 48-18, but earlier this morning, a player for UAB stabbed 2 of his teammates.
Yes.
Who are both in stable condition right now. The player has been arrested, but that's I'd say the most wild story from what has been a very eventful weekend in college football. Not necessarily on the field. Right now, I think a surprise to people would be if Kansas State beats Utah. They're up right now 47-37, 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter from Salt Lake City. Big noon kick will be in Ann Arbor next weekend for Ohio State and Michigan. They were in Ohio's Queen City today. Cincinnati's got BYU tonight at 8 o'clock. That game's on Fox. But
are you the cross out the M guy?
No.
Neither am I. Reimer is. We're not.
I'm not an Ohio State student, though, so I do understand from that facet of the fan base that when they were a freshman, that you get indoctrinated into it. Right. Really, when you grow up in Columbus, you're indoctrinated, but I think it takes on a different meaning when you become an Ohio State student. And so you do that. You did the Mirror Lake jump.
I know.
All of that is just part of the student experience at Ohio State. So I don't begrudge them for doing that, but I've never participated.
I just think I think you're giving Michigan too much credit if you block out the M's.
I think you've been doing it for as long as I can remember. I don't want things to change right now. Because
when I was a kid, they never did it.
Okay, but you were a kid way before I was alive.
There's a couple extra A's there you didn't put in there.
You keep walking into these things.
No, I'm just saying you could have said way before.
Shots.
You could have said way before. But you said way. Like you put it. That's fine. It's okay.
Craig in the YouTube chat
He's not
says
wrong, though.
He would never want Ohio State to lose the big game, so you are staying.
I'm not sure what that means.
Because I do. If you had to ask me now for a score prediction.
Yeah. But thank you, Craig. You're awesome. Hall of Fame.
I'm going to go 28-14 Ohio State next week against Michigan.
You think they're scoring 2 touchdowns on?
Yes.
See, if I'm a Buckeye goober, I'd say 99-3, but I'm not. But I do think Ohio State wins, and I do think they score in the 30s, and I think Michigan scores 10. I would say like a 31-10 kind of game.
I was going to say 24-10.
Ryder, my kid's got a basketball game tomorrow, 3rd grade basketball.
Yeah.
He will lead the league in shots taken.
You tell him to do that before?
No,
just like, no. Steph Curry never passed.
He has no conscience. He can go 0 for 11. That 12 shots going up.
Hey, shooters got to shoot.
I understand that.
Just got to see one go through the hoop.
I know. I only say that because I'm thinking if he's a ball player, ACC might be his calling.
Oh, to go play in the ACC?
Yeah.
I don't know how to take that.
Disrespect, I guess, the way you're saying it.
Yeah. Because the ACC's good.
My kid's a hell of a 3rd grade baller.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Got a great crossover.
Play for like Wake Forest or Pitt?
They had
Chris Paul go to Wake?
Wake Forest had a foul pole play last night.
Did they really?
Yeah. Threw it the length of the court, caught it at the foul line, and
there's your college basketball segment.
Came running
Are you
down.
excited? Like this week, will you spend a lot of time getting ready for the Michigan game? Other than professionally?
No.
You won't?
No. Thanksgiving's on Thursday. My partner's parents are coming into town, so I've got to clean the house, clean the dogs.
And there's afternoon college basketball on all week.
Watch college basketball or something. I don't know how I can prepare for it. Like what?
Okay, let me ask you a question. Let's go back to this other thing.
What do you want me to do?
No, listen, I want to go back to this. No, listen. Wait, here's the question.
Find my neighbors and be like, Oklahoma drill now.
Here's the question.
What do you want me to do here?
No, here's the question.
Okay, ask the question.
You said my partner.
Uh-huh.
When did she become my partner? If I asked her, do you have a partner? Would she say you? Or would she be surprised to hear you call her you?
I'd hope she'd say me.
Not your boyfriend.
So we've been living together for over a year. We've been dating for 3.
2-bedroom place?
3-bedroom place.
That's good. Okay. I just want to make sure. I'm not judging, but okay. But because you're not married. But anyway, so She's your partner though.
Yes.
He just wanted to find a way to take a shot at you.
No, it's not a shot because look, I'm telling you.
It's so hard to understand this human.
Listen.
To my right.
Listen. In the 4th grade, it was, will you go with me? Yes, no, check one. Now, it's my partner. I know she's your girlfriend or your partner. And so is partner above significant other?
I guess I could say significant other, but that's more words. So
it's a lot of words.
I'm all about
it's only
brevity.
one more, but.
It's one more word.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying, so she's your partner.
Yes. So I'm not going to be doing anything outside of my normal week to prepare for Ohio State, Michigan, nor do I think Ohio State should be doing anything outside of a normal game week to prepare for Ohio State and Michigan. And I do think Julian Sain has a opportunity to, I don't want to say win the Heisman on Saturday, but right now, his day that Sain had, I would consider good. 13 and 19, 157 yards, 2 touchdowns. He didn't turn the ball over.
Pedestrian.
Fine.
Yeah.
We're arguing his odds right now are plus 360. He's behind Fernando Mendoza at minus 125. Indiana didn't play today.
I say Mendoza had no touchdown passes today last time I checked.
Diego Pavia is 3rd at 650. Jeremiah Love plus 700. You got Marcel Reed at plus 1200. So these are going to fluctuate even more over the next week, over the next 2 weeks. But I it's still very much alive for Julian Sain to win this award.
If Sain has these same stats,
the moments are available.
If he has these same stats next week in a win, it comes down to Indiana.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If
Sain,
he does,
it's Sain and Mendoza.
His stats today were obviously not eye-popping at all. They were very, very pedestrian. And that's okay.
I like that touchdown he threw to Carnell Tate.
So did I. But a lot of people don't see the touchdown. They see the number.
No, they see the number. You're absolutely right.
And so I look at it. It's like, you look at that number, that's a
great many Heisman voters did not watch Ohio State Rutgers.
And I,
as a Heisman voter, did not watch Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt play Kentucky.
Right, so you won't speak to that. But I'm just saying, like, if he has these same numbers against Michigan, but it's a W, it comes down to the Indiana game in Indy.
And there's part of me that I think Jeremiah Love's the best running back in the country, and I think he's helped CJ Carr get into that role as a true freshman starting quarterback at Notre Dame.
Yep.
He's been a great security blanket. So I think there's room for Jeremiah Love to move up. I think Diego Pavia's hit his ceiling. Marcel Reed for Texas A&M, I think he goes out and has a phenomenal game against Texas next week. And then if they beat Alabama in the SEC championship game, then he'll be on the stage.
Yeah.
And he'd probably get a lot of votes taken away, or a lot of points, I should say, taken away from Jeremiah Smith. Because without playing games, he doesn't have the statistical accumulation that you would need at the wide receiver position. It's all come down to next Saturday.
Give me an hour
Ohio
heads up next week.
I will let you know. I would say be here about 3:30. We'll be on the air at 5:30 on the Fan.
Monday starts up a pretty big week. Gobble, gobble, and all that crap. Let's focus on what really matters. Rivalry Week.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio